What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I hope you guys are having a better week than I am. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was thinking about not doing this review, well, this video, but at the same time, I was like, Ashley, you need to make yourself laugh because it's just a lot that's going on over here. A friend of mine is in the hospital, not for the virus or anything like that. They were on their way to the airport and passed out, had a seizure, hit their head. And so at this point, they're unconscious at the hospital. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's been on my mind. You, we had an argument. I was like the last person that they talked to, and we had an argument. Next thing you know, this whole thing happened, and it was just like playing on me, like, damn, you, girl, wake your ass up, okay? That's all I want to say is wake your ass up because it's just like, so I was feeling my feelings about that. You just feel a little guilt. You're like, damn. So you don't never want the last word that you say to a person to be some harsh stuff or whatever that you can't really take back because they're not there at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't never been in no situation like this before. So, it's playing on me right now a little bit. But, they're not woken up yet. But, things are improving. Basically, the body is just stressed out or whatever. So that's probably the reason why they're not woken up yet. But just send out some prayers. Girl, y'all know I don't normally put my business out there like that. But it was just playing on me. And I really was thinking like, girl, should I just take the time off? And the thing is, some of y'all probably were like, we would understand if you would have, just, not giving us a video. But I use these videos when I get on here to do these reviews, to do what it is, to do whatever, speak on whatever. It's just a way for me to get my mind off of what's going on and to make myself, because if y'all be cracking up, bitch, I be cracking up too. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time when I say this stuff, it comes off the dome. I don't even know what I'm about to say. It just comes out, and so it makes me laugh. It puts a smile on my face like it's doing now, because yesterday, y'all, and if you go look at my Twitter, I wasn't even on Twitter yesterday. Okay, and I barely was on it today. The only thing that I was doing on Twitter was retweeting some stuff. But other than that, I was just in the phase. I was in a fog. Okay, but this is a little therapy. Okay, so I'm coming to Kiki with y'all just to lift my spirits a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's out there going through some stuff. We in this shit together. You know what I'm saying? And then we got this whole... Listen, let me just say this. Since we on this track, y'all acting like this virus is gone. Okay? I just don't understand. Y'all acting like this virus is gone. This virus is not gone. All right? It is not gone. And I just don't understand, like, should I be out here just, doing whatever it is that I need to do, visiting this person, that person, hopping flights and everything like that? Should I just be doing that, going to house parties and all that shit? Because everybody is doing that. Everybody's doing that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. And I'm just sitting here like, did we get all clear signals coming out saying that, that it's gone? I don't remember that happening. What I remember seeing is, stuff is ramping up again. You know what I'm saying? And we're still, you guys, we are still in the first wave. Just to let you know, this ain't no second. We never got out the first wave, okay? We are still in the first wave. Girl, I'm just like, am I doing something wrong by following the rules? Like, what is going on? Like, people outside without their mask on and then looking at me crazy because I go into a facility with my mask on and everything. And I'm just like, what's happening? Are we in a Twilight Zone? Like, 2020 is just a mind fuck. It really is. Who would have thought? Girl, anyway, let's just get up in this video. Okay. Let's get some key-keys in. Bitch, let me tell you something. Black is still king. If you have not watched Black is King, if you haven't watched Black is King on Disney Plus yet, I don't know where you've been at, but you need to watch it. You need to enjoy it. You need to get your life or whatever. If you didn't enjoy it, I really don't give a shit. Okay, that's up to you. You don't have to put down in the comments that you didn't like it. I don't care. Okay, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Yvette. Hey girl. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something is about to happen. I'm just gonna shut my mouth and just wait on it because something did kind of happen on Sunday. But that blew my mind a little bit and blew my wig back a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. That's what we doing. All right. You know, so I'm just going to play it cool, play it calm, play it collected or whatever. You know, you got to have patience about some shit. Bitch, if my phone rings, let me shut up. Anyway. Woo! Because, somebody saw my video. That's all I'm saying. Somebody saw my video multiple times and loved it. Moving on from that, these kids, speaking of the virus, the kids are going back to school. We're seeing pictures and stuff of the kids going back to school. No mask on, crowded hallways, and this was that up in Georgia that somebody posted a picture up there, and I think like they came out. Yeah, it was in Georgia. Somebody said that a couple of them students got suspended for putting out a couple of them pictures of the crowded hallways and whatnot. That's messed up. Okay, first of all, y'all shouldn't even have them kids in school like that. Out here in Chicago, they was going to get ready to have the kids go back to school next month or whatever, and you have the choice of whether or not to do virtual schooling or to actually go to the actual, building. Most of the, over 80% of, the families and, parents and stuff like that and community leaders basically said, no, they're not sending their kids back to school. Okay. And so at this point, it kind of forced, the hand and made it so that everybody's going back to school virtually, And I think at this point, that is good. They are already talking about a second grader, went to school down there in Georgia, came back the next day, got the illness. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm seeing videos of kids going around in their classrooms or whatever, and it's only like that one video, this girl said she was the only one, black girl, said she was the only one in her whole classroom that was wearing a mask. The only one, and I'm just sitting here like, see? And you talking about something, it's going to be okay, and we can social distance, and the kids are going to pay attention and, follow the rules. No, and these are kids that are old enough to know to put on a mask and stuff like this. These are like high school kids and stuff, So, just let them kids stay home, virtually, school them. And I understand, like, a lot of kids do go to school because you want to get that human interaction with the with each other, friendships and stuff like that. But this is what we have to go through to make sure and ensure that the children will be our future, to still be here, to be our future, And I just want people to stop taking it so lightly. It's a scary thing. What else was scary? Me looking at the Twitter feed, and then all of a sudden looking at this video out there in, is it Beirut, Lebanon? Girl, pray for the people out there, because that was some scary mess. Now, basically, there was an explosion, okay, at a warehouse. Now, what they're saying is, allegedly, let me find it. They're saying that it was an estimated 2,750 metric tons of explosive ammonia nitrate stored at a warehouse that was stored for over a few years, that went, unregulated or whatever, all these years or whatever, and it just finally blew up, okay? And it literally looked like a bomb explosion. Now, some people are saying that it could have been that. Some people are saying other things. I'm just saying pray for the people there, because over 135 people have been killed by this blast. It's so many different videos, so many different angles, so many people's houses and, businesses blown down and everything. Over 5,000 people injured. And of course, that number is going to keep rising, that death toll. It's going to keep rising, unfortunately, because it started off with 30. And it's well over 100 because people are dying from the injuries, and that is scary. That is scary as hell. Can you imagine? Man, my heart goes out to everybody in that had to endure that. Just going on your regular day, and next thing you know, boom, that happens. That's crazy. That's crazy. So pray for them out there in Lebanon. That's really, really crazy. So this weekend, what I was doing was, doing my regular stuff or whatever, because I had the weekend off, run some errands and stuff like that. And also, Moesha came on Netflix, and I'm pretty sure, just like a few of y'all was up there binge watching Moesha. I'm not finished with it, you know, because I'm not in a hurry to hurry up and watch it. But I was watching it on and off, okay? And you know, it was kind of making me mad a little bit because I was like, damn, when I'm 30 something, okay? You know, I'm in my 30s right now, and it's like it hits a little different now that I'm older and I see the stuff and I'm a little bit more aware of stuff. Like when it first came out, I was a kid, okay? And I was just like, you know, this is cool or whatever. You know, she going through her thing and all that stuff. And you just didn't realize how much of a brat, a spoiled brat of a bitch that Moesha was. She really was, okay? She was hypocritical as hell. You know, she all up in everybody's business, but don't nobody want to be up in her business. She don't want nobody up in her business, you know. Frank was an ass. Okay, I didn't realize how much of an asshole Frank really was. Girl, that episode when he called her a tramp, cause you out here look like a tramp. I said, sir, I understand that you don't want to see her, you know, little tummy area, but you was doing a little much, okay, you know, and it was light, you know, and then they turned him into a little deadbeat. Girl, that's when they introduced Dorian and said that he was the daddy. If you ain't seen Moesha by now and you don't know that storyline, girl, go somewhere, okay? Go watch Netflix and watch it all so you can understand, all right? Girl, they said that's when Moesha started going downhill, okay? Sheryl Lee Ralph wasn't here for it. Most of the cast wasn't here for that storyline. And I believe it, too. Because it just didn't feel right. You know, how can we go from him being this uprighteous, you know, type of self-righteous type of person to being this person that had a child? Like, it was just, it didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. I think The Park is coming out next week. Not this week, but next week on Netflix. So I'm really looking forward to The Parkers. And my only gripe with The Parkers is, you know, Kim on Moesha. They had her playing a little bit like she was a little dumb. A little bit, you know, she had that just a little bit. It was a taste here, taste there, whatever. She had her moments, but she really wasn't all that stupid. But then when she get on The Parkers, they made her character dumb as shit. I said, what is this? Like, why they really dumbed her down for real, for jokes and shit. You know, and one of my gripes with Moesha was, and on the very first episode, especially in that first season, the way they clowned and constantly came at Kim's weight. That shit made me mad. That shit made me, I was like, right off the back in the first freaking episode, first 2 episodes, they was clowning her weight. And they took every moment they could to jab at her weight. And to be quite honest, she wasn't even that. She was a little thicky for her size, you know, her height or whatever. But she wasn't fat like that, you know. She was stocky. No, she was thickums, okay? She was, I would like to be that size. I mean, she could still fit in her seat comfortably. She could still wear the same clothes comfortably, you know, like, girl, they just did the most with that character. I said back then, you know, fat jokes was the thing. And I'm not saying that as somebody that's a big bitch, you know, because I've made fun of some people that was a little big or whatever, you know, but big bitches make fun of big bitches all the time. That's what we do, okay? But, you know, it just didn't sit well with me because it just wasn't warranted, you know what I'm saying? And for Moesha to do that to her friend, like, friends don't do that shit to y'all be talking about your friends' weight like that? Girl, nah, okay? But, anyway, has your opinion about Moesha changed since, if you watched it? If you was one of the ones that was actually out here binge watching it, have you changed your opinions about Moesha? Put it down in the comments. Let's discuss this, okay? Takeoff from the Migos, the quiet one that we never really hear about, all of a sudden is making news because he is being sued by a woman who wants to remain anonymous at this moment for sexual assault / rape because she was at a party that he was at in June, I believe, out there in California, somewhere, wherever, and said that he forced her to have sex with him. Got her in the room and forced her to have sex with her, whatever. Raped her. you know. And so of course his lawyers come out and say that, you know, it wasn't true. And this you have to watch out for people, because this day and age, you know, it be the quiet ones that you got to look out for. Just because they quiet and they think like they don't get in no type of trouble, ain't no telling what they doing. Now I'm not saying that the man did it, and I'm not saying that he didn't do it, but I'm not gonna sit here and you know, cast doubt and be like, you know, old girl is lying, because I wasn't there. But 9 out of 10, she said that after the whole thing happened, she went to the hospital. She had a rape kit performed on her, and it did show, you know, that she had abuse down there. And you know, she did file a police report. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to see. Of course, his lawyers come out and refuting everything, and you know, said that they got proof that it didn't happen or something like that. We just don't know. We just don't know. It's just a wait and see. And you know somebody else, speaking of those type of sexual assault allegations, Jaguar Wright, okay? Now, I didn't get a chance to look at all of the live, but I saw clips, okay? Jaguar Wright, she was a singer, you know, R&B neo-soul singer. Did I ever get into her music? To be quite honest, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know a Jaguar Wright song. I probably would know it if it came on, but I can't name one right off the top of my head. But, you know, she came up with the Roots and Jill Scotts and the Erykah Badu's and stuff like that, you know, and I think she toured or whatever with the Roots and stuff like that. Mama came out and basically put the whole neo-soul community of singers or whatever on blast. Basically was slut-shaming Jill Scott. Said that Erykah Badu was a jealous bitch, okay, because she had a relationship with Common. Said that Common basically was trying to, you know, sexually assault her, trying to force her to, you know, suck his penis. You know, she said, I woke up with his, you know, penis poked me in the face or whatever. I said, oh my God, not Common, you know. And I shouldn't even say that, because like I said, no one is above doing these actions, okay? Just because they put out this persona or whatever, that this image that they want us to see, there's no telling what they're, you know, capable of doing or what they have done. You know, she said also that the Roots, you know, they knew what R. Kelly was doing, because, you know, they would be in the studio with him and seeing him bringing these girls from these young schools or whatever coming up in there. And then when she tried to speak up about what was going on, told her to shut the fuck up and mind her business. I believe that shit, bitch, okay? Like, she was going off. She was going off. And, you know, some people can probably look at the situation and try to say that, you know, she's being bitter, she's being miserable, she's just talking out her ass. The way that she was talking, I truly feel like she seen some things, she witnessed some things, and she experienced some things. And what really truly sold me on it was the whole situation when she was talking about Talib Kweli, the rapper, whatever, saying that he used to come, you know, backstage or whatever and be in the dressing room watching her get undressed and watching her get dressed and then sneaking out or whatever, you know, shit like that. And if y'all haven't been seeing the stuff that he been doing to that girl on Twitter, I don't even know what the basis of the whole argument and situation was, but he was harassing her every freaking day for over 2 weeks. For over 2 weeks, every day just going back and forth with her, even though she had him blocked at one point, kept on adding her and stuff, and it was just harassment to the utmost until Twitter finally suspended his account, okay? Because he was doing the absolute most. We are in a town where, you know, it's supposed to say Black Lives Matter and, you know, women out here, black women trying to get respect or whatever, and you are constantly going at this black woman for what? For what? You know, he one of those type of people that just don't know how to let shit go and move on. I said it's about time. That's what they needed to do. Suspend his account, and that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do for a lot of stuff. A lot of these people, okay? You know, suspend their accounts because they don't, you know, need to be up here tweeting the saying. I know we got freedom of speech, but sometimes it just people just take it too far and do too much, you know? But yeah, if you saw the live, tell me how you feel about it. You know, do you think she's just talking mess, or do you believe Jaguar? Okay. 50 Cent, he's in his feelings over a Emmy snub again. Okay, the Emmy nominations went out. We already talked about that. And he's in his feelings again because once again, Power has not been nominated. Was his other show, For Life, that came on ABC7, was that nominated for anything? If not, I'd be upset if that wasn't nominated for nothing, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. I never watched the show. I don't plan on watching the show because I'm tired of looking at shows like that, because it just gets me in my feelings. It's too deep for me right now. I want to look at something that, because we are such in this. I want to look at something where black folks win right off the bat. Okay, that's what it is, But I ain't gonna say I'm never gonna look at it. I'll probably look at it later when I get some time. But I just couldn't look at it at that time because it was just so much that was going on in my mind. I didn't want that on my mind. Because I was tired of seeing the injustices of black people being messed over by the system and everything, and we still seeing that, today. And then to watch it on TV, it was just a lot. So I can understand if he was upset about that. But Power has never been nominated for an Emmy, and it never will. I just don't think they like him. That's all that it is. And he was like, they can kiss his black ass. And I said, 50, you can go all that huffing and puffing and shit. They don't care. And at least he did say that's why he only care about the NAACP, which should be, care about the black awards that actually, appreciate you. Okay? Quit trying to go after these, white institutions and please them or whatever and put on the show for them and get their approval, when your own people is like, go ahead, you putting out some good work. Even though you such an asshole, you are putting out some good work, you know what I'm saying, on a TV side, okay? But, yeah, 50, let that shit go. It is what it is. Khalees is pregnant with her third child, second for her and her husband. Girl, I didn't even know Khalees was married, okay? I didn't know she was married again. And I did not know she had another baby, all right? That's how out of the loop I am when it comes to Khalees. All right, but congratulations to her. Girl, there was some rumors coming out saying that Keke White might have been pregnant with her 11th child or something like that. Girl, no. Don't do it, girl. But I mean, at the end, we could say people that have multiple births, girl, you need to stop that or whatever. But, in the Bible, if you want to get biblical, God said, be fruitful and multiply, and they taking that literally, you know what I'm saying? And we don't never hear nothing about Keke and some of these people struggling or whatever, to take care of the kids. So, hey, if you got the means and you got the time to do it, by all means, if that's what you want to do, it just seal my shit up and take it away, okay? Woo! Because I just know I wouldn't have the energy nor the heart to do it, okay? Girl, no. Also, Zanique, Tiny's daughter, and T.I.'s stepdaughter, which is really his daughter too. She's also announced that she's pregnant. I think she's 24. Her baby daddy is her boyfriend of 2 years, band hunter Izzy. Never heard of him. From what somebody told me, he already got 2 kids, and I'm just sitting at this point like, y'all. So, and I know I may sound judgmental or whatever, but I would not. It's one thing to be a baby. Follow my reasoning. It's one thing to be a baby mama to somebody that never had kids or whatever. Because slip-ups happen or whatever. But to be number something in a line of baby mamas, I can't get with that. That'll make me not want to have no kids with you right about now until we get our shit together. Now, if we get married, okay, cool, we can do that. But, and I'm saying this especially because of the simple fact that, the whole controversy that happened with T.I., going after his daughter, Deja, and doing hymen checks and stuff like that, But at this point, somebody said he was looking after the wrong daughter. First of all, that's his daughter, okay? That's his bio daughter. So, of course, that's why he did what he did. But then again, she's 18 years old. She could do whatever she wants to at this point. So, he has no say. Zanique is a grown woman. He has no say. And, sometimes shit happens. So, hey, all I could do is wish them the best. It's no biggie or whatever. Congratulations, your first child. I hope they have a beautiful bundle of joy. I think they're having a girl, so congratulations is in order. This whole thing with the Ellen situation, and I'm gonna just say this, okay? Now, I talked about it last week about, the workplace toxicity that's going on, the investigation that's happening, saying that it was sexual allegations of sexual assault, sexual misconduct and, sexual harassment, racism, and a bullying, intimidation, and a tell of other things, you know what I'm saying? And even some allegations against Ellen in the way that she treats staffs or whatever. Okay? Now, this is coming from employees and, former employees and employees that actually still work there. And then we also get the DJ that used to be the DJ on there, Tony. He's been there. He was there from like a lot of years. I think the last year that he was on there was, I think, 2013 or something like that. I don't know. But he was on there for a long time. And he said himself, he came out and said, yes, he has experienced some of that toxicity and synced it. You know what I'm saying? So, I would believe the people that actually work there over people that are coming out and trying to defend Ellen. And here's my thing about that. It's cool to have your friends back and to show support for your friend or whatever, but don't do it in a way that you're trying to discount the employees, okay? And discount the people that are having the issue that's going on, trying to discount them. The celebrities are coming out in full force trying to post their, big old, letters of support to Ellen. You got Katy Perry, you got Kevin Hart, you got Jay Leno, you got probably a lot of other people that's going to come out and voice their support for Ellen. But they are not understanding, because the main thing that they're saying, Ellen has been my friend for so and so years. Ellen has never treated me this way. Ellen, I've never seen this and I've never seen that every time I went on the Ellen show and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. That is not the point. You are totally missing the point. The point is, these complaints are coming from behind the scenes working of the show, everyday workings of the show. You are not there on this environmental stat every fucking day. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes every day. Of course, every time you see Ellen, because you are a celebrity, so therefore she's going to clean up her act. She's probably going to have the people around her clean up their act too. And they're going to, act like everything is all good. They're not going to let you in and see the falling out and the inner workings of what's going on behind the scenes. So you coming out and saying, I support you and all this stuff, you're discrediting and you're trying to, it's almost like you're trying to say that what's going on, like these employees don't matter. Their complaints don't matter. Okay? I understand you trying to support your friend and lift her up or whatever, but don't discount these reports and don't make it seem like people are just coming at her. They're talking about what's going on behind the scene, not just with her, but with the production team, with her whole team that's going on. Okay? You are a celebrity. You're not going to be treated like that. You're not a little person compared to that. You're on a different status plane. So therefore, you're not going to be treated like that. You're not going to see that side. You're going to see the good side. These are people that are around her or around this environment every day that sees the inner working and got to experience that stuff. So that's what's just been pissing me off a little bit, about these celebrities coming out here doing this stuff. And it's just like, chill. Send her a text or whatever, okay? Because you look real stupid right now. Because you're totally missing the point. You're totally missing the point. Anyway, Dr. Dre and his soon-to-be ex-wife, remember when he came out saying that they didn't have no prenup? And, he worth damn near $1 billion, if not $1 billion. Girl, the wife, Dr. Dre came out and said, oh, we do have a prenup. Okay. The wife said, first of all, if we had a prenup, you ripped that shit up. Okay. And, she was like, she said he tore the prenup up that they did have years ago to show and to prove his love for her. I said, what type of fairy tale bull is that? But okay, do what you gotta do. I was about to say something that would have been real rude, but I was about to say don't trust these white women. Anyway, let me stop. You don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take that to me heart. Don't take that to heart, okay? Because some of y'all watch me. To prove my love to you, I'm going to tear up this prenup. No, girl. This prenup, let me tell you something. If I ever make it big and I ever realize that I want to get married and take on a wife or something, I'm damn sure getting a prenup, okay? Because you're not finna get half of what I get. You're going to get a little amount of something, you know, what we made together in a relationship or whatever. But, bitch, you going to leave with what you came with. The fuck? I don't care about that. Girl, you got me fucked up. Woo! And she said if there's any other papers or whatever, you know, with the prenup or whatever, she want them taken out and made unenforceable. I said, girl, okay. If that's what you feel, that's how you feel. Congratulations are in order to Megan Thee Stallion. Now we got some good news that's finally coming out. After Megan did her live or whatever, that was slowly her way of coming back to social media. She has been posting a little bit more, and most of it has been, you know, promotional stuff. I know she has an article with Variety magazine, and some of y'all dumb as hell talking about something, but I thought she was shining the feet or whatever. Yeah, these were stuff that had already, because I remember those nails, and I remember when she got those nails done or whatever, because I do follow her on social media. That was done prior to the whole shooting thing or whatever. But, you know, she did a little article. It was nice to hear Nicki Minaj say some good things about her. You know, she is now the new global brand ambassador for Revlon Cosmetics. You know, congratulations to that. And later on tonight will be the release of her and Cardi B's new single, WAP. Now, I don't know what WAP stand for. Is it standing for wet ass pussy or something like that? Because that's the only acronym that I can come up, you know, with, you know, because it's Cardi, so it's got to be nasty. You know what I'm saying? And the video dropping, and I seen a preview for it or whatever, that little teaser for it. It look like it's going to be bomb. I just hope that the song is bomb, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to, you know, have all this hype around it and then to get blah, okay? Because I definitely say, bitch, this shit ain't it if it ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. You tell me how you feel about that. You know, congratulations, Meg. Benzino, a name we have not spoken about in a long time, okay? Benzino got arrested. He's out of jail now. Out there in Atlanta, he got into a shouting match with Althea's new boo. First of all, Althea and her man was out there walking around the neighborhood. I guess Benzino did not know about this guy. Got into his feelings, which I don't understand. I'm pretty sure you done had your way with multiple women ever since you and Althea were not together. So she can go out here and get her little dude if she wants to. He gets into a shouting match with him. Next thing you know, he's going around vandalizing his car. Okay, and he got arrested for that. Then he gets into a fight while he was up in the prison. You know, I said, this is crazy. All right, but Benzino, grow up. That whole relationship between Benzino and Althea was so toxic, it didn't make no sense. I don't know if y'all saw that, what was that reality show? It was a show that had a couple of couples on. It was on OWN. You know, they was like doing couples therapy. They had Spinderella, you know, what's his name? Coolio, this football player turned rapper, Benzino, and it had Sunday Carter, you know. They was all on there. And from jump, all Althea and Benzino did was argue, and fight on that show. To the point that I couldn't even watch the whole thing anymore. You know, cry, argue, and fight. That's all that they did. It was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Some people just ain't meant to be with each other. And speaking of Common, okay? Speaking of Common, you know, I don't hear that much uproar about what Jaguar Wright said about Common or whatever. And it's like as soon as that came out about Jaguar Wright saying that, you know, Common tried to sexually assault her, Tiffany Haddish came out and said that her and Common been fucking for a while. I said, what? I kind of don't see it. But I'm like, that ain't none of my business. Why do we need to know that y'all was fucking? Just say that y'all was in a relationship. You know, it's awkward. You know, Common had a variety of women, you know, that you probably never would have thought that he would be with or that they would be with him or whatever. You just don't see how it's meshing well. And this is one of those relationships, I don't see how it's meshing well, but opposites attract. Opposites attract. So, I mean, hey, do what you got to do. I wanted to speak on this whole incident about the Aurora, Colorado Police Department. Y'all should be on y'all P's and Q's you know, given that you guys were in the news, and even though it's not much being said right now on social media, but with the Elijah McClain, with what you did to him, the murder of him, you know, this innocent boy, the way that you killed that innocent man, you going out looking for a stolen motorbike, okay, and you pull this black lady and her family over, arrest them, had them handcuffed on the ground, laying on the ground on a searing hot pavement, because you thought that the SUV that they had was stolen. Mind you, you're out there looking for a fucking motorbike. One has 4 wheels and one has 2. Okay. If we're talking about a motorcycle, one has 4 wheels and one has 2. Okay. And she's giving you the information that this is hers. Why didn't you run the plates? One thing is, the bike they was looking for a bike with Montana plates. This lady plates was Colorado. And then you had her on the ground with her kids, the youngest being 6 years old, and all of them handcuffed. Are you serious? You did that shit on purpose. Because a simple check of the license plate, a simple asking for your license and registration of the vehicle and all that stuff would have sufficed. You didn't have to do all of that. You did that shit to humiliate these people, and they were women. Okay? You did that shit on purpose. You did that shit on purpose, and then trying to come out and apologize and say shit got mixed up. How you mix up a bike with a goddamn SUV? Explain that. Like I said, one has 4 wheels and one has 2. The license plates didn't even fucking match. Okay? That was disgusting. That was a stain. And y'all stay doing shit. And the apologies, I'm tired of it. Because at this point, the apologies means absolutely nothing. Alright? Because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. F you for that. Juelz Santana is out of prison. Suffering succotash. Baby, let me tell you something. I hope he shaved his teeth down, because them veneers was giving him a time of his life when he was on Love and Hip Hop before he went to jail, y'all. Y'all remember he went to jail for this when he was in that airport and he had a loaded gun in his luggage and then tried to run away. Yeah, because he was high as hell. You know what I'm saying? He was high off them pills. So yeah, he's out of jail now. I know Kim Bella happy, and you know, Kim Bella might fuck around and get pregnant again. I'm surprised we ain't heard nothing about Yandy getting pregnant again, but Yandy out here protesting. She ain't got time for that. So, you know, yeah, you know, congratulations to Kim Bella. Keke Palmer, you know, it was announced that not only is Keke Palmer out here doing big things with the TV world, you know, she's out here, of course, you know, her show with Michael Strahan and that other girl, Sarah, you know, it got canceled on GMA, unfortunately. And she didn't let that get her down because she had more jobs in order, you know, booked up, you know. So it's been announced that she is going to be the new host of the VMAs that's coming on the 30th this month. I don't know if people are going to actually be coming there to perform and going to be in audience or whatever. Baby, I'm not risking none of that shit. Do what BET did, okay? What BET did for the BET Awards, you know, I was a little doubtful a little bit, but when I actually saw that, it was something cute, okay? No glitches or nothing, you know? Everything was cute, you know? Do something like that. Don't risk yourself by putting all them people up in that, you know, area or whatever. Like, nah, don't do that, okay? We can go... We can sacrifice one award show, okay, and then come back better. I mean, it's the VMAs. Who really gives a damn? But anyway, not only is she the new host of the VMA Awards, but also she will be the new voice of a new character that's coming to the the Proud Family reboot that's happening on Disney Plus. Her character name is Maya, and she is an activist, okay? Black Lives Matter activist. I love it. You know, I really love it. So congratulations to Keke. Zoe Zeldanya. Girl, talk about a Keke. This ain't funny because I was so pissed when this happened. Zoe Zeldanya, a lot of y'all probably know her from being on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. the green girl. I forgot her name on there. I forgot her character's name. But she garnered a lot of controversy in Colombiana. Remember that movie? She garnered a lot of controversy when they tagged her and casted her actually to play Nina Simone in the Nina Simone movie, right? And we was like, when her name came out there, we was just like, wait a minute, what? This doesn't make sense. She's a black woman, okay? She's Dominican, Haitian, Puerto Rican, she's all of that. She's a black woman. But she's a brown-skinned black woman, but she's a little bit lighter than Nina Simone. She doesn't have the features of Nina Simone. And I know that you can't get people to be the exact type of person that a person is portraying or whatever. That's what they got, prosthetics and makeup and stuff for or whatever. But it's called getting somebody who is closest to the likeness of the person that they are portraying. Okay? The casting for that movie was terrible, and it was so terrible. You know that you messed up when you have to go and put this black woman into blackface. You darkened up her skin with makeup, and you gave her a prosthetic nose to fill out the features to come close to look like Nina Simone. And you still didn't hit the mark. You still didn't look like Nina Simone. I don't know who the hell y'all thought that looked like, but it wasn't no Nina Simone, okay? Not the Nina Simone that I know, all right? And so it was a lot of controversy, and she was very strong in her convictions about playing Nina Simone. She didn't care who felt the way about it, even though we voiced our opinions and said no. The movie flopped. Okay, I don't even know if it came out in theaters, but it was just so much controversy that it flopped. It flopped, and I actually saw it, and I was disgusted with it because of the way that all that they went through to try to make her look like Nina, and it just didn't work. She recently did this little live interview or whatever, and she was very remorseful and saying that now she know that she needs to do better and that she should have never taken the role, okay, and that she should have used the privilege that she had to fight for somebody that could actually play Nina Simone, that actually looked like Nina Simone, skin color, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes one humiliating thing to happen to open up your eyes to realize that, what you did wasn't right. And you need to fight for those that actually can fit that role. That role should have went to somebody else that didn't require to be made up all of that way. Okay? Like, no. That's just like Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha Franklin. She don't look like Aretha Franklin, but they ain't darkening her skin or lightening her skin or putting on fake noses and stuff like that in the trailers that we saw. She looked like Jennifer Hudson, but she got a voice. You know what I'm saying? That's all that it is. Like, they ain't have to do all of that. So it was a teachable moment for her. I'm glad that she learned her lesson. She said she would never do anything like that again. Mama was in tears. Okay? She had to sit back and think. Because that wasn't right. Grammy Award winning producer Detail, producer Detail, mind you, I heard of Detail when he was working on Beyonce album, the self-titled album, when I think he did Partition. I know he did Drunken Love, and I said, oh no, Beyonce, you better not never work with him. But truth be told, you probably can't work with him because the nigga in jail. Okay, now a woman came out before and accused him of sexually assaulting her and raping her. And I think she was awarded like $15 million. That was a couple of years ago. She was one of 6 women who came out and spoken publicly about him. And then at least 2 other women also have filed a lawsuit against him about the same thing. But he was just arrested and held on $6.3 million bail, and being charged with 15 counts of sexual assault and 5 felony assault counts for crimes between 2010 and 2018. Listen, everybody can't be lying. And if you was ordered to pay this girl $15 million before, ain't no telling what else he been doing, okay? I believe this shit. I believe it. That's disgusting. Using your power, using your influence to take over and to overpower another person. That's the lowest of the fucking low. It really is, you know. And I hope he stay in jail. Okay? I really do. You have to pay the consequences. Since you up here flaunting your shit and using your influence for bad, you know, it's time for you to pay the piper. It really is. That's disgusting. But anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is give a congratulations to Nia DaCosta. If you like, I heard that name before. She is the director of the new Candyman movie that should have came out in June, but you know, Miss Girl came through and messed up the whole world. So, you know, that's not happening right about now. We don't know when it's gonna be coming out. Most likely they probably gonna send it right to TV. Y'all heard about the stuff that they doing with Mulan and the Widow, Marvel's Widow, okay? They finna send it, since they've been pushed back from theaters and all that stuff, they're not getting a theatrical release. They're getting released on Disney Plus, and you have to pay $29.99 to buy to see it. Baby girl, Ashley will wait, okay, because I actually did want to see Mulan, but you know, baby girl, Ashley will wait until it comes out on DVD and her jobs get it. And so she will get that DVD for free and watch it and then return that bitch. Because I watch movies once. These new movies, I watch them, most of them, I watch them one time and that's it. And I can wait till they come on TV. And it's a toss-up whether or not I'll watch them when they come on TV. Okay? I'm not a let me watch it 15 times type of girl for most of these movies. Okay? Most of these movies don't catch my attention like that. It's a one-time watch for me and I'm good. You know, I don't need to watch multiple times. But I said $29.99. Girl, I ain't finna pay that. Plus my little subscription that I got to Disney Plus. I mean, it's only $7, but shit, bitch, no. Okay? Netflix put movies on there for free. Okay? We only paying our subscription. That's it. Disney girl, what are you doing? Now, if you would have did some shit like that for Black is King, I would have paid it. But I still would have been pissed off. Okay? I would have been pissed off. You know what I'm saying? But, girl, no. No, I know they gotta recoup their money or whatever, but I ain't never paid that much to go to no movie theater. My snacks included don't even come up to $20, okay? And I'm a cheap bitch, you know what I'm saying? Even with the regular price, okay? It ain't never been no $30 plus tax. Girl, please, get up out of here. You got me messed up. But back to Nia DaCosta, you know, she will be tapped in to direct the up-and-coming Captain Marvel 2. Black woman out here doing her thing. So congratulations are in order to her. But y'all, that's all I got for now. See, I'm actually glad I did get on here and do this video because I actually feel a little bit better. You know, I really can't believe that shit went down the way that it went down. But, you know, because this week had a promising week, you know what I'm saying? It was very promising to be a good thing, and then just shit just went left in my personal life. Like, it just went left. I wasn't expecting it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's the way of the world. You never expect things to happen, and it does. But, I will tell you that this week has taught me a whole lot about patience. It really has. Girl. Moral of the story, have some patience and have some faith. Okay. Anyway, you guys tell me how you felt about this. I want you guys to enjoy your weekend. I will see you back here tomorrow for Love After Lockup. And yeah, be good, wear your mask, and be safe. Okay. Peace, y'all.